Hey everybody!
Hello.
It's Saturday night and you know what that means. Let's go around and introduce ourselves.
Christian.
I'm Kai Dam.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Nick,
I'm Sophie.
I'm Xavier.
and together we are the Intoxicated
Readers.
Readers. There are only a few of us here tonight. Well, there are a few of us missing tonight, but we still have a really fun show with a few fun scripts for you. The prompt tonight was, drumroll, although it's already been revealed, how to train your insert noun here. So how to train your blank. And we all took that prompt and we created our own wonderful storylines. What's up, Kai?
Who wrote it?
Yeah, who wrote it?
I guess
No
none
one
of
here.
us.
Somebody wasn't here, I suppose. Well, that sucks for them. Hopefully we'll remember to let you guys know in the audience next week, once we find out. So yeah, we all took that prompt and wrote our own things and our own interpretations of it, and we're going to be presenting those. But first, we have our drinking rules, as always. The first drinking rule is anytime we break character or mess up a line, take a drink. The second rule is anytime the Lord of the Drinks shows their drink. Who has an alcoholic beverage on hand right now?
The same one.
Sophie, you were it last week, so Kai, you've got it.
Okay.
Oh,
You're the Lord of the Drinks tonight. Anytime Kai shows his drink, take a drink. And the third drinking rule, which is unique to this week's prompt, and this week's prompt only, who wants to explain it?
Oh, explain the prompt or the drinking rule?
The drinking rule.
I don't. I've never done this before.
Okay, it's anytime someone gets trained, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Taught
That sounded
anything.
weird, but yes.
Yeah. So anytime someone is directed to learning, or they learn something, or they're taught something, take a drink. Okay? Or they're trained to do something. It doesn't have to be someone either. It could be something that's being trained. I don't know. Just, if you're...
Like those movies you heard about those creatures flying around. You know.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you're joining the drinking games, those are your rules. If not, we're all here to have fun. Without further ado, we all ready to get started? Up first is Christian Morgan.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to say something. I wasn't going to put this piece in here because it's not really finished. But I said, you know what? We don't have that many pieces. Let's just throw it in there and see what happens. So this is Avant-Garde, or How to Raise a Legend or Train a Legend. The cast is, I'll be doing stage directions. Kai will be the narrator. Deja will be the queen. Nick will be Alex. Sophie, you're gonna be woman and cat, and Xavier, you're gonna be man and avant-garde. All right, so let's jump into this. Let's do this. Exterior, dark room, unknown time. A small man sits in a dark room, only lit by a nearby candlelight. He beckons us to come closer, tapping his withered fingers on our old and dusty.
Long ago, there lived a kingdom made of lights and fluorescence. It existed on two large rivers, which allowed the kingdom to prosper. The kingdom grew into a nation, ruled by a kind and caring monarch. The love that he poured into his kingdom did not stop there, where it also flourished at home. There, the king and queen loved each other very much. So much so that it grew into a beautiful baby boy.
Man turns the page, allowing for the words to take form around us.
But, as the story goes on, not all great things are meant to last. You see, the kingdom was surrounded by 8 rival regions, and each region wanted to claim the kingdom for their own. With the birth of an heir, they saw their opportunity grow, and came to conclude that they would put their differences aside to finally claim their ultimate goal.
Interior, child's room, night. The queen is sitting in a rocking chair, humming softly to her baby. A man steps into the room, Alex, cybernetics meshed with his flesh, a formal suit and brown hair, and he steps towards the queen.
Your Majesty, it is time.
Already? Can't I just have a minute more with him?
I'm sorry, but King Reinhold has requested that we do this immediately.
She looks at her child once more.
Could I come with you?
No, milady. It's too dangerous, and the people of Bermond need you. Besides, the king needs you.
Reinhold knows what he needs. Knows not what he needs. He is willing to throw out his own son to protect the throne. We have 100,000 men strong. We need not fear the coming attack.
Lady Helena, the scouts reported that their armies outmatch ours 10 to 1. We have only the walls to protect us.
If we are all going to die either way, then why can I not come with you and my son?
As the king specifically stated, we must go with the plan. If you are gone too, they will suspect that something is up and they will never stop looking for you. This way, he will live to claim the throne. One day.
Queen looks down at her son, teary-eyed. She kisses his head before reluctantly handing over her baby to Alex.
And she had done the right thing, allowing her son to live. The next day, after Alex had left with the baby, the kingdom of Bermond was sacked and razed. Flames from the castle could be seen from miles away, and the heat could be felt for many months to come.
Bay 2. Exterior, desert noon. A saloon sits in the empty waste, a dead building with decrepit old husks of former buildings lining beside it.
You see, the fact of the matter is, into each life some rain must fall. When will the rain fall on yours?
A figure steps into view, half of their body shown, cladded in a shadow. They look onto the saloon, motionless. Interior, day, saloon. Patrons are having a good time playing poker and drinking their fill. A lone man stands in a corner, his back to the room. This man wears tattered clothing, a bandana wrapped around his forehead, and 2 swords strapped to his waist. He is holding a drink, his eyes closed and deep in thought. Exterior, garden, day. Alex is training the young boy to fight. The garden is covered on all sides with a small opening. This is to conceal their work. Alex is helping the kid up off the floor.
Listen, kid, you have to calm down. Learn to take things slowly, or you're going to take harder hits than that.
Oh, sorry. Xavier also kid.
I'm trying my best. I'm going for the weak spots, and I'm always looking into the enemy's eyes.
That's not enough. You have to take your time. Learn patience to learn your enemy.
How do I do that?
Let's do a training course. First, take up a fighting stance and just breathe. Then, close your eyes. Can you feel the grass on your feet and air blowing past you?
Sort of. Not really.
Kid, just take your time. Breathe in and breathe out. Patience is key to many things in life, and this is one of them.
He breathes in, feeling more and more connected the deeper he breathes.
Through time, the boy found a deeper sense of self in his combat. The more he trained, the faster and stronger he became. This allowed for him to become more in tune with his surroundings.
Interior, saloon, day. A shot rings out and a bullet whizzes through the room, breaking the glass in the swordsman's hand. The patrons look where the shot came from. A woman standing in front of the doors.
In this world, the 8 regions consisted of their own unique types of warrior. This one, in particular, a gunslinger, hailing from the western wastes. The double 6-shooter holsters with assless chaps and a large black 10-gallon hat said all that it needed to say.
Now, I've been looking all over for you. Pretty nice bounty you have on your head, and I'm here to claim that said bounty. So, unless any of you yellow-belly fools want to die today, then I'd suggest you all scram.
The patrons disappear in a puff of smoke, their ghostly figures dissipating into nothing.
Now, Slick, I insist you put those swords on the ground before I have to do something hasty.
The man smiles, his eyes still closed. He turns and walks to the center, only a few feet away from.
What? Wanted to come see the face of your killer?
No. I wanted to know your name.
Well, ain't you a gentleman? Fine, I'll grant you a dying wish. My name's Kat. It's short for Catherine Scarletta. Ain't the only interesting thing about me, though.
The woman's gaze looks to meet the man in his eyes, if they were open. Her eyes are cat-like and very still.
Nice to have met you, Kat.
Well, I guess the formalities shouldn't go halfway. What's your name, buckaroo, before I bag you up?
I thought you'd never ask.
He opens his eyes. They are pure white.
The name is Valerio Avengance. It stands for vengeance, where I come from.
Well, ain't that neat? Sadly, you ain't got nothing to avenge against me.
You broke my glass and kept me from my drink. Now my thirst has changed from water to blood.
Cat fires around, but Avangance deflects the bullet in the blink of an eye and sheathes his blade again.
Only going easy.
Cat fires another round, grazing past Avangance's face and taking a few strands of his hair. Avangance rushes forward, his hand on his blade. He's about to pull on the hilt when a bullet stops the motion. Avangance is staring at Cat, directly down her barrel, her eyes motionless and peering deep into Avangance.
You underestimate me, and I don't rightfully like that.
Cat pulls the trigger. That's the end for now.
All right, we need to take a break. Let Christian finish this.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back.
That was cinematic. What?
That was cinematic.
Mhm.
I want to
Nice.
apologize also that Kai, I did not mean to laugh whenever you said assless chaps. It just got to me. I was like, that's not funny. And then I was like, that is funny. It's not funny.
It is funny.
Assless chaps
funny.
are inherently
I
hilarious.
was like, assless chaps.
Mhm.
That's the word.
Just assless chaps?
They're in style.
Wait, just
Nothing but.
assless chaps.
No.
I was like, wow,
support it.
she's. I mean, hey, yeah, I like it. The imagery, it's up there,
Take back your power.
Oh my god. That's some big dick energy.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I really like the world you built, Christian.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For a second, I was like, whoa, world building. I got competition. Wait a minute. It's too good. I'm enveloped. Like it was good.
Yeah.
You guys did a really good read. I really like that. I can't wait to continue and finish it. Just get it all in there.
Yes,
Heck
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
good.
Can't
Can't
wait
wait
I
to
got
hear
down
more.
Right? I got down to page 6. I'm just like, I'm scrolling and it won't move. I'm like, wait, it's not moving. But yeah, it was good. Can't
Did
see-
Did the
wait to see
computer
what
freeze or something?
Oh no, I didn't have enough time and I was like, dang.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's 7 pages.
Well,
I
a
get it.
superb piece, Christian. I cannot wait for the continuation.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And speaking of continuations that we were patiently waiting for, X, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give everyone because there's 17 pages. Give everyone a second to know your characters.
Oh man.
I apologize wholeheartedly,
Don't. Stop.
but yeah, and I guess I'll get into it by reading a little thingy. Intro. The year is now 3041. And since all mothers rise, a century has passed and the world has changed. Magic spirits and beasts alike have risen, which in turn led to masters, people of renown and strength that humans rely on. This is Bladeless Sword and its master.
Exterior, forest, day. It has been 2 days since the defeat of the 100 Swords Temple. This is me, right? Narration is me?
Mhm.
Let me go again. Exterior, forest, day. It has been 2 days since the defeat of the 100 Swords Temple. News spread throughout the great cities of Pangaea how groups of the 100 Swords are going to the undefeated temple.
Can we stop and take a rest? We've been walking for hours.
Zero falls to his knees with a backpack larger than his body on him.
If we keep stopping, we won't make it to the Brillo Pass.
I feel like a pack mule.
Sora, farther up the path, walks back and pats Zero on the shoulder.
You are, because your endurance is low.
But I am stronger than the both of you.
I wouldn't say that.
Last time we trained, I beat you.
But I gain access to 90% of my power now.
Zero drops the bag. It makes a loud thud and dust picks up.
Then show me.
Zero says with a smile on his face. Zero then gets into his fighting stance.
I guess I can oversee this. We'll call it training.
I'll start out with 5%. If I don't knock you out, I'll gradually go up in power.
Wow, you think so little of me now. Let's go.
Ai then puts her hand out, palm facing inward as she crouches down.
Well, at least you still take me seriously to take that stance.
Begin!
There is a long silence. You can hear the tensing of muscles. Then Zero launches at Ai with great speed. He goes in with a jumping roundhouse but vanishes.
You're good at using that technique, but you'll need more than that to beat me.
Sora thinking to herself.
He does have potential. To be able to use misdirection with someone who knows you and right in front of you is astounding. Especially against Ai, who's...
Zero comes back behind Ai and goes in for a strike. Ai sidesteps it and grabs Zero by the wrists.
Zero, this is your training, and for your growth, I cannot hold back.
Ai lifts Zero off the ground. Her eyes glow red.
I am only still at 5%.
As Zero is still in the air, Ai does a flurry of blows with an open palm. The force of the strikes leaves Zero floating as he is still getting attacked. Zero stuck thinking to himself.
Damn. Have to find a way to offset the strikes and get out of her reach.
As he is thinking of his next move, Ai strikes him in the stomach, knocking the wind out of him and lifting him up in the air. By the time he comes to his senses, he's floating in those seconds of deceleration and falling.
Ugh! Where did she go?
Zero hears this rushing sound towards him. Something bursts through the clouds. Zero looks up. It's Ai coming down with a kick.
I won't lose.
Zero flips and faces Ai, who's coming at him with full force. Ai's kick lands, but Zero blocks with his forearms, then goes flying into the ground. Cut 2. Exterior, forest, day. As seen like a comet in the morning sky, Zero and Ai head back to the ground. There are 2 individuals in the forest, onlooking this fight. One with red hair and a purple hood. The other is shadowed in the trees. Cut 2. Exterior, forest, day. Ai is now about to make contact with the ground.
It is over, Zero.
I don't...
Ai crashes into the ground. Standing over a crater, she sees... nothing.
think so.
He says as his leg sweeps into Ai, knocking her into trees yards away.
How? I had full focus on him. There's no way to deceive my perception. There has to be more to it.
Zero runs in and leaps to give the final blow to Ai. Before he can even do that, a burst of energy hits him. Ai is crouched low to the ground, holding out her hand.
Sonic Cannon. 10% activated.
That's all you got? I'm just warming up.
But Ai closes distance within seconds. Zero is shocked.
10%? And your speed increased this much?
Data Blitzer.
Ai's fingers light with energy, resonating at the tip of them. She slightly moves each finger and the energy hits Zero. Then, her palm resonates with energy as she winds back, going to strike. In that split second, Zero uses magic to reinforce his body from the attack. The strike alone breaks his reinforcement and sends him flying. He strikes the ground a few yards away from Sora.
I think she broke a rib.
Fighting like that will get you killed.
Oh yeah? You have a better option?
Ai is walking from the forest back onto the path they traveled. Energy is erupting around her and her eyes are glowing red. Sora thinks to herself,
If this is his wall, then he will die before we get there. That's it.
Sora then calls out to Ai.
Ai, he's holding back.
Is he now? Calculating.
Ai stops her walk and stands still.
I see you've taken enough damage to make it seem you've been putting up a fight. If this is who you truly are and don't respect your opponent's life enough to give it your all, then I'll kill you here.
Trees close to Eye's location. Blow away. Trees close to Eye's location blow away instantly.
Her power is climbing.
To what percent?
I don't know, but she seems angry.
This only happened once before. I don't even care to fight. I choose not to.
Then you must have a reason to fight then. Find your convictions.
A reason?
Yes, that is the first step. What do you fight for?
Zero thinks back. Cut to interior, temple, night. Eye watches as Sora goes to sleep. There's this silence.
Creator, you died before I even got your name, but you gave us all so much. I am sorry. I've forgotten you. Forgotten myself.
Eye begins to cry.
I will do my best.
On the other side, Zero wakes up to Eye's cries. Not knowing how to comfort his friend and mother figure, he lays there still. Hearing how sad Eye is, he makes up his mind.
I don't want the people I care about to feel that type of loss. I know some things are inevitable, but I will help carry the burden. I will never let things go unfinished.
Cut to exterior, forest, day. Sora is talking to Zero as Eye is slowly approaching.
So, what do you fight for? Do you even have a reason to go to the temples?
Of course I do. I fight to protect others. I fight for my friends and family.
If that is your answer, then show me.
I understand, and I will respect every battle as if it's life and death situation.
The air pressure around Zero changes.
I was saving this for the next time I face Daniel, but I'll perfect it here.
Zero's body turns a light shade of red. The pressure around him seems to bend light.
Shadowless form.
Zero falls back to the ground where his shadow was and disappears. He reappears behind Eye, coming out of her shadow. Eye does not move, but her energy repulses Zero back.
You're not strong enough to reach me.
But I already did.
Eye's field of energy drops and she is thrown backwards. She gets her balance back and slides to a stop. Zero is already next to her, about to strike. She dodges into a backflip kick. Zero sidesteps and sweeps her feet. Eye is off balance in the air, but twists her body to grab onto Zero's shoulders and throws him down. Eye is on top of him, hitting him with a flurry of blows. Zero blocks a punch, grabbing up Eye's arms and flipping over. Eye kicks him in the rib and puts distance between them. There's a pause, and they both look at each other. Then Eye holds out her hand, and energy resonates. It gives off this humming sound. Zero instinctively crouches down and leans forward, his body slightly turned to the left where his right fist is in his left palm. Eye and Zero stand there, still.
This will end it.
End it.
They both rush into each other. In an instant, they collide. Cut to interior, clash, black and white. Eye and Zero clash at great speeds. Zero moves his hand in a motion like unsheathing a sword. The colors around Eye turn black and white. Zero's hand reaches his full strike, but Eye dodges. Eye, already behind his strike path, puts her hand on his back.
Soul's sorrow.
Exterior, forest, day. Zero puts his arm down and is struck by 1,000 hits from the inside out, then falls to the ground.
You did well. Sleep now.
Zero is knocked unconscious. Eye powers down.
For his first day of training, that wasn't that bad.
He'll grow stronger.
Eye wobbles as she walks to sit down.
I have 90% of my power to be unlocked, and just by sparring with him, I unlocked 50% of that power.
I thought you already accessed it?
No, that was a bluff.
You lied.
Eye is taken aback by what Sora said.
I cannot lie.
Maybe you're more than what you thought. Besides, I got to gauge his power. Training him will be fun.
I worry because of the expression on your face.
Sora was smiling menacingly. Sora plays it off.
He'll be fine.
I looks over at Zero.
Sora, can you heal Zero? I broke 2 ribs and fractured his clavicle.
Sure, no problem.
Sora goes over to heal Zero. Cut 2. Interior, void. Zero wakes up in a place that is gray. Colors mix and run like a stream, constantly moving and turning gray.
Where am I?
A voice. Voices are overheard.
You must awaken. Awaken? Awaken what?
You
must connect.
Where even am I?
You must
must
awaken
and
Connect your.
The voice trails off, and Zero is what seemed to be pulled out of that place, that void. Cut 2. Exterior, forest, night.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Nothing. Bad dream.
Zero looks around and sees a campfire and food prepared.
I lost.
Ai hands him a bowl and pats him on the head.
You'll get stronger. I believe in you.
We'll train on the road to Brillo Pass.
With a mouth full of food, Zero tries to speak.
So tell me, the plan again?
Ai gets out a map of Pangaea. The Terran is in an upside-down U-shape. Sora points at one edge of the map.
We are here, and we will travel to here.
As she trails her finger to the middle of the map.
The ruined city of Udon? But why the Brillo Pass?
Because it is the quickest way.
Yes, but you have 3 paths to Udon. Brillo Pass, the Merchant's Way, and Molten Trail.
I calculated that. The Brillo Pass is the quickest.
It's also the most dangerous. That path led to the story of the fall of the orcs in the 30,000s after the Great War.
Yes, the king of the Orc led them to their doom. His curiosity led them to contract a dangerous disease that whipped out the orcs.
It was because he entered the temple. No one knows what happened inside, but he came out, and the rest is history. What do you know of the Great War?
Nothing much. How everyone band together to stop this evil. That's all school really taught me.
But after that, there was peace, right?
Of course, it established great cities and masters within them. The first and now last is Udon.
I vote to take another path.
No, we're taking the Brillo Pass, and that's final.
Ai and Zero start arguing. Sora begins to laugh.
Do you two fight like this all the time?
Only when he's stubborn.
Hey, I know you broke my rib. I didn't forget.
Well, it's healed.
Sora continues to laugh. Ai and Zero are a little embarrassed. Zero goes to get another bowl from the shadows.
That smells good.
Sora, Zero, and Ai all back into each other, looking into the forest.
Friend or foe?
Neither. I'm just hungry and your squabbles scared away the game. May I?
A young girl with red hair and a purple hood is already at the fire, fixing herself a bowl.
Hey, who said you can eat our food?
Zero pulls the girl back. She looks about 13.
Something is off here.
Ai looks over the girl.
Zero, back away from the girl.
The girl kicks away Zero with bowl still in hand.
Can someone tell me why I keep getting attacked?
Well, one of your perception is off. Battles consist of multiple things happening at once.
Excuse me, I'm training him, Zero.
Yeah?
What she said.
The girl goes to sit down.
What is your name?
Taka Kirayuni.
From the Karyuni clan? The clan of assassins?
Why are you here?
The same as you. I'm headed to the temple.
Headed to the Brillo Pass. But why the Karyani clan? It's already strong.
Because the Kiryani are falling apart since more tipples have risen.
At this point, Zero is sitting right beside Taka and eating.
So, Basically, people in your clan are vying for power and control to see who will be the next head of the clan.
How did you?
You should join us and become part of our party. You'll make the third member.
But there's 3 of you already.
Details. But I can say this. If you join us, you'll become my friend, and I help my friends achieve anything.
Zero is standing up with his hand out. Taka pauses and is about to reach for it, but stops.
I'll consider it.
She vanishes in a cloud of smoke. Zero turns to the group.
Well, that's that. She'll join. I can feel it. What?
I and Sora look at Zero, stunned.
You actually looked like a leader there. Just a little.
Huh? I don't know. I just feel if I keep going down this path, the possibilities are endless.
Zero looks up at the night sky. Cut 2. Exterior. Merchant's Way. Day. We see Daniel the hero walking with his raiders down a path with merchants selling goods. Many people are whispering about.
Pursua, once we make it to the undefeated temple, we'll make a strategy. For now, buy as many teleport stones as you can, and let them have their fun.
Many of Daniel's raiders are eating, gambling, and talking to women.
Fine, sir, but I do not like it. They need to focus. If not, they could die.
I won't let that happen. Besides, only 5 of us will go in at a time.
Should we talk about what happened yesterday?
The battle in the sky on the way to Brelo Pass?
Yes.
No, it doesn't concern us. Yet.
Daniel begins to laugh wholeheartedly.
He chose to fight again. He's back.
Well, he's going to Brillo Pass. He'll surely never make it through.
I don't know. Whenever he chooses to fight, he is nearly unstoppable.
Can he beat you?
Daniel begins to glow. It's almost blinding. The raiders are attentive now.
Sir?
You almost made me angry. I apologize. I did give him too much credit. He'll never reach the level of the masters.
It's okay, sir.
Everyone, let's move out. I want to reach the middle of Merchant's Way by tomorrow. Plus, I know you guys are excited for new weapons.
The raiders cheer and begin moving down the path. Cut 2. Interior. Merchant's Tavern. Same day. At the tavern table is a woman with a bamboo hat and long cloak. The ground shakes, and through the window is bright light in the distance.
What's all the commotion outside?
Daniel and his raiders.
They always seem to make trouble.
They're probably headed this way next. How much food do you have?
A month's worth. Why?
They'll probably eat half of that. Can you fill up my gourds, one with water and the other with sake, please?
Sure, right on it.
The bartender goes to the kitchen.
Hey, give her the best sake. Prep for the raiders right now.
The bartender returns to the bar. Lady has her bag packed.
Thanks for that.
She grabs the gourds and puts them on her side. She puts down a white coin.
This is a guild coin.
Heading out the tavern doors.
Payment in advance for my colleague. Send that to the guild to replenish your stock.
She heads out the doors.
Wait, are you Ryan, the master of the circle?
She nods her hat and smiles. She goes out of sight. She walks down Merchant's Way. She looks up at the sky.
So, Zero, you choose to fight after all. Welcome back.
She says with a smile. End of chapter 3, How to Train Your Master. To be continued. Hey.
Let's go. Come on. Yes.
That's so cool.
Great read, everybody.
Damn.
The
I'm just getting more and more fucking interested in what's happening.
the action sequences are so visual. It's
They are.
fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna actually end it like after they ended up fighting. I was like, but I need to introduce some more characters, so that's why it was so long. Yeah, I'm
I
glad
like
you guys
how
like
he trains with and then Sora's just like, I guess I'll just watch this.
Right. Just
Yeah. Well, there's more to come with Sora, but yeah.
Yeah. I like your characters, and I like reading them.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The character, like each, even like the smaller characters, they just have so much life to them. You always bring so much life, especially that little girl. I was like, she's kind of creepy.
Yes. She's a weird one, but she's gonna be a good like member to their clan or whatever. So
Wait, the one
Yeah.
that was already like at the fire and stuff.
yeah, I think that's what he's talking about, the
Okay.
the assassin. Yeah. No, I like the part where everyone's when Nick's like, you almost made me angry. Everyone like winced. They're like, ooh. They're like, I don't know about that.
And he glows. Why does he glow?
Yeah. Well, it's all part because like last time he chose the sun, the sword of like soul, and it's like light power and stuff like that.
Oh.
So yeah, he's like, it's funny. I'm trying to make a juxtaposition. Like he's Daniel the hero, but he's also there's more context to why I put Ryan and Daniel in the same thing, but there's more context to the three of them. So I had to write that. But Daniel isn't the hero, quote unquote.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, kind of.
Maybe, I don't know. That's interesting.
But yeah,
Hell yeah.
I just want to show he had some power to him. And that's why his people are scared of him sometimes. That's why they're like, oh.
Fair enough.
Definitely got that vibe, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Part 4.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm so ready.
Eventually. I have to still, Impact. I still have to get back to Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to Kai Tam.
Hello. Speaking of continuations, this is actually a continuation of one of my really old scripts.
Oh.
Nice.
If I read the cast, you'll probably remember. The cast is... Oh, the title is called Good Boy. The cast is Christian as Remy Paulin, Nick as Chip the Wolf, Sophie as Erica Duval, Deja as Kendra Haynes, and X as Isaac Santiago. Do we all remember? Alright, everyone ready?
Sure.
You don't remember?
I definitely don't.
Chip the Wolf is a serial mascot.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Yeah.
Remy Paulin sounds...
Old throwback.
Oh my
Yeah, like
God.
old, like the 7-year-old boy and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
With
Okay.
yours and Sophie's
Holy
like in
yeah, in the same
the
universe.
same universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember it. Yes, okay.
Bringing this shit back.
Serial killer.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Everyone ready?
I'm excited.
Let's do it. Interior. I realize I'm reading like 3 of those pieces.
You have a nice
Inter-
voice.
La. Interior. Abandoned shack. Forest. Night. Close-up shot on a body tied up, bruised and bloodied. We pull away to see somebody behind them. The captor has his legs wrapped tightly around their body to keep the victim from squirming as they wrap the rope around them. The captor looks up, and from the shadows of his baseball cap we see Remy Paulin, 18. We hear a mysterious voice opposite him, low and gruffy, but also ecstatic with crazed hunger. The camera turns to reveal Chip the Wolf, a slender gray wolf with dark eyes and a red jacket.
That's it, Remy. Good boy. Remember to triple tie that knot. Don't want to repeat what happened last time.
The victim screams through the gag in their mouth. Remy finishes up. He then gets up to drink the water on the other end of the room.
Tired.
Well, it's only natural. You've gone 2 full weeks now of back-to-back work. You need a break.
You said I can't have one till I hit my quota.
Chip's grin widens.
That's right. I did.
So, what should we do with her this time?
They both glance down at the victim, gagged, blindfolded, and tied up. We zoom in to see the luxury watch on her wrist, then the diamond rings on her fingers, and the pearl necklace across her neck.
This one's different, Remy. This one's important. Now listen to me carefully. I need you to ungag her.
She's gonna scream.
No, she won't. Just trust me and follow exactly as I tell you.
Close shot of Remy's face. He nods slowly. We follow him as he makes his way to the victim, but as we pass through his back, Chip disappears from sight. It's only Remy and the victim in the room now. He kneels down in front of her.
Hey, listen to me. I'm gonna take this gag out. There's a crowbar on the ground behind me. If you scream, I'll hit you on the head until you pass out. Got it? Nod if you understand.
The victim nods rapidly. Remy reaches out to take her gag off.
Great. Now, what's your name? No. Great. Now, what's your name?
Sorry, Sophie, you are also victim.
Oh.
If you let me go, I promise you there's a big reward waiting for you on the other end. You can have anything at all.
Remy presses his dirty palm against her mouth.
You didn't answer my question. All I asked was a simple question. Are you gonna comply, or should I stick this gag back in?
The victim shakes her head and mumbles something through his hand. Remy waits a beat before pulling his hand away.
What is your name?
Erica. Erica Duval.
Remy looks at Erica Duval, 20, before nodding. We cross over Erica's shoulder and once again see Chip behind Remy.
Good.
Now, ask her how much her father is willing to do to get her back.
How much is your dad willing to do to get you back?
Anything. He'd do anything to get me back. Just let me call him and he'll...
No calling!
No. Just answer my questions.
Ask for her father's phone number. Call him yourself. Ransom her. Make it as high as you can go.
But I don't want the money.
That's fine. My dad can offer so much more. Anything you want. Just ask. Just please, let me go.
It's not about the money, Remy. It's about getting their attention. Isn't that what you want?
Remy looks unconvinced.
We've come this far. Why stop now? Why stop when we can do anything we want to? Take her blindfold off.
Why?
Chip's face darkens.
Because I'm telling you to.
For the first time, we see fear pass through Remy's face. He gets up to take Erica's blindfold off. She gasps, adjusting to the light. Then she looks around, sees Remy. Her horror intensifies.
Ask her if she knows who you are.
Do you know who I am?
Yes.
Well,
You're Remy Pollen, the most wanted man in America. Wanted for several counts of murder and multiple counts of assault.
Hear that? Most wanted man in America. How long do you think it'll be till your presence is felt internationally?
Erica, I need you to give me your father's number.
Of course, yes. Yes, it's...
Remy writes down the number on his burner phone. He then makes the call, with Chip whispering in his ear all the while. He demands $5 million, cash, to be dropped off at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Erica's father agrees.
See, it's all so easy, Remy.
You know there are gonna be cops swarming that place, right? They're not just gonna leave the money and go.
Of course not. But like I said, this isn't about the money.
We're not picking up the bag?
No. We're going to kill Erica and fill up the quota. Then we're gonna run.
But
Remy.
Remy's expression once again shifts. He is scared of Chip, more than anything else in the world. He picks up a knife from the table beside him, looks at Erica, who stares back at him in horror. Cut 2. Exterior, forest night. Remy and Chip are just exiting the abandoned shack 3 hours later, leaving Erica's lifeless body behind. From a distance, we see a car pulling up near them. 2 people step out. Officer Kendra Haynes, 32, and Officer Isaac Santiago, 28.
This is it. This is where the call came from.
Not very smart of him to not cover his tracks. He should have known we would trace him.
It hasn't been easy. We've been trying to trace his calls for years now. We finally managed to piece a few servers together, figure out how his burner phone worked, and this last call was the final piece.
All right. Well, let's go get him.
Easy, Santiago. This guy is a monster. Don't underestimate. Don't underestimate him. We have backup incoming. I suggest we wait for them.
But ma'am, if we don't make our move now, we'll lose him.
Haynes thinks about it. He has a point.
All right. We detain him. That's all. No funny business.
Santiago nods. The two pull their guns out and make their way towards the shack. Remy hears them approaching, but just as he's turning,
Hands up now.
Move!
We are officers of the law. Remy Poland, you are under arrest for 42 counts of murder and 36 counts of assault.
Hip.
Yeah.
Your hands up!
Remy complies, throwing his hands in the air. Santiago and Haynes get closer to him, with the former producing a pair of handcuffs from his belt.
Hip.
It's okay, Remy. It's okay.
Santiago grabs his hands and cuffs him. Haynes reports the arrest to their backup, who are 5 minutes to location. They drag Remy towards the car.
Hip, I don't.
You have the right to remain silent. Whatever you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Remy struggles, causing Santiago to shove him down against the hood of the car.
Don't resist.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. For you.
Hip.
Okay, Remy. Attack!
Remy whirls around and headbutts Santiago in the face. Haynes shoots him, but as if ignorant to the pain, Remy pounces on her like a wolf. His body mass keeps her pinned as he bites and rips skin and flesh and bone. Santiago gets up, but now Remy's kicking his body back to the ground, all the while still handcuffed. Close up on Chip, watching from the sidelines. His grin slowly widens.
Good boy.
Blackout.
Yeesh!
Holy
That's
fuck.
great, though.
I forgot how creepy that story is.
Wow.
G. Willikers Batman. God.
Be honest, I was wondering who was gonna be the first person to go to a link like that. Kai, you know what? Thank you for breaking that mold.
Wow.
Deja, I am sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Your character.
Oh, yeah, I was.
He didn't even use his hands.
He didn't even help me, Santiago. What
He
the
just
fuck?
went chomp.
Hey, he broke my nose. Straight on contact. Just
He did.
broke my nose.
He's a
So
little
brutal.
They should have waited for backup. They should have waited.
Which is
Yeah.
like, it all started when he was young.
11 years on the
and-
run.
We saw
He's not
him
human.
last time we saw him. He was 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in his mom's kitchen. Oof.
Yeah.
Damn. So his first murder. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Dark.
Damn.
Yeah.
Very dark.
Yeah.
Really dark.
I feel like one day Remy's gonna be like, you know what? I'm tired of this, and they're gonna end up fighting each other.
Mhm.
Ooh.
That's part 3.
Mm, that's very part three.
When he's older.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
please let there be a
Wolf
part
out.
3. Please.
Damn. Wait. Either that's crazy. If he never gets caught, like what? Does he get tired of it? Does he stop? Because eventually you get caught. It's just like a matter of time. Eventually.
I mean, at this point, because the whole piece is how to train your human.
Mm,
So he's just following Chip.
he
Yeah.
has no mind of his own anymore.
Damn.
That's sad.
Poor Remy. Nah, one of these days, Remy's gonna meet a girl and he's gonna be like, Chip, I can't do this no more, man. I'm in love.
Love reigns supreme.
True love's kiss.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know who'd want to kiss him, but.
Oh no.
Oof.
Don't do Remy like that.
He just bit your face off.
I know.
Right? Like, woohoo.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If I saw that as an officer, I'd be like, I gotta go, Haynes. I'm running.
Today I resign.
He's out.
Thank you, everyone. That was a great read.
Hell yeah. All right, that brings us through our final piece of the night, which is mine.
Can I
Sorry.
go to the bathroom real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bathroom break before our final piece.
Tiny intermission.
Nice.
Go for it.
All
Breather
right,
time.
quick intermission. We'll be back in like 2 or
Yeah.
3 minutes. Stay tuned.
Heck yeah. Are we still live?
I think so.
Cool.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
If you want Christian to finish his story, put the W's in the chat.
W. It's just gonna be me.
Oh man.
All right, you convinced me. Yeah, that's it. I'm finishing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Create a world, you gotta finish it. That's that part of the Intoxicated Readers like bylaws now. I feel like if you create something, you gotta finish it. Because everyone gets on to me. So yeah, I'm glad I get to put it on you, Christian, because like they get on to me about it. So
I'm really
got
excited
you.
about the prompt. Is it next week or
next week, let me see next week's. Let me see.
the one? You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think this schedule. Let me check. Oh yeah.
Oh,
You talk the one after next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
'Cause-
one's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because you have the poster, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
I gotta get a poster in. I'm gonna put a poster. Let me do the poster for next month. But yeah,
Thank you.
the next ones are gonna be good. I got ideas.
Mm,
I don't know if I should either do chapter 4 or episode 11 of Impact. Yeah, I don't know.
ooh.
Do both.
Oh,
Actually,
two
last
pieces.
week I was thinking about doing that. I just didn't have time. I was like, I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
in 2 pieces, and I was just like, wait a minute. I
I
don't
Is
have
that
time.
allowed? If we ever did want to do 2 pieces?
We've done it before. I think it just
Really?
It depends on how many probably like
Yeah, how many
long the
pro-
stream is gonna
pieces.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many pieces are in there? Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
you
we
did.
did it.
Yeah.
We did it one time, but it was just like we didn't have that many pieces, so we just needed,
And if the pieces are like the 2 pieces are short.
Yeah, and they're not each
Yeah.
18 pages.
Right. Look at you, X.
Yeah, I only put in one. I only put in one. Because yeah, it was long. I was like, yeah, but I had to get all the imagery out. I just couldn't.
No, yeah, you could follow it. Though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all.
End this with a bang.
This last
Is this
piece.
like Optimus Prime? Can I be like, Lakers, roll out?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So this is my piece. Here's the cast. Me as stage directions. Xavier as LeBron James. Christian as Optimus Prime. Deja as Bumblebee. Sophie as Wheeljack. Kai, I forgot to put your name, and I just filled in the extras with mine. So you're gonna be Cliffhanger, okay?
Yes.
Cool.
And I'm gonna be Prowl. Alrighty?
Wait. Before we start,
Yeah.
have you seen the Netflix stuff on Transformers?
Mm-mm.
No, because you said Wheeljack. You should watch it. You might like it.
Okay. All right, let's get this started. Interior of
Starting off strong. Take
out
a
of
drink,
water.
everyone.
Let's roll it back. Interior of the Madison Square Garden. LeBron James stands on the side of the court, yelling out directions. To whom? The camera has yet to reveal.
No. Take it down the court. Post up. Oh, come on, OP. You can't let him take those shots. That's free points you're giving. Yo, B, what are you doing? Cover your man.
LeBron puts his hand up to his head and sighs.
All right. Everyone stop. Bring it in.
The whole gym begins to rattle around LeBron as his mystery team approaches for a huddle. The camera is still focused on LeBron.
All right, guys. Y'all, if you guys are going to stand a chance against the Detroit Decepticons, then we're going to need some better performances from all of you.
The camera turns to reveal LeBron's team. Standing in front of him are the Transformers, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Wheeljack, and Prowl.
Sir, LeBron, sir.
Now, Prowl, you got to be strict to your man. Your bot-to-bot coverage? Got it?
Understood.
Cliff Jumper. I love the energy, but they won't let you drive into the hoop every time. Look for openings and be willing to pass to the edges of the court.
I just want to beat those Decepticons so bad.
I know. Keep that enthusiasm. Now, Jack, you got that playmaker's brain. Lean into it. The teams are counting on you to build the drives through the D.
I've already got a new strategy for breaking through Soundwave's weak left side.
Good, good. Now get out there.
The Transformers all break and turn and go back to their practice.
Hey, Prime. Hold back for a minute.
Yes, human LeBron James.
Look, Prime. You're a born leader, but I have to be honest with you. You're all awful at basketball.
An interesting vote of confidence from our coach.
But it also means that the Decepticons are going to be bad. I just don't think your Transformer cores are meant for the court.
Interesting inference. What do you suggest?
It's going to get rough out there. Real street ball. You do what you do, Prime. Keep the team together. Keep their heads cool, and you'll come out on top.
You are an insightful human, LeBron James.
Prime seems to wink at LeBron. LeBron James blushes.
Stop, Prime. Not here. Later.
Of course, coach.
Get out of here, you big brass hunk.
Optimus Prime turns and joins the others on the court. LeBron looks at him longingly, hopefully. LeBron then breaks out of his love-drunk stupor and starts yelling directions again. The end.
Bruh.
Loved it, loved it.
Oh, that's the perfect way to end.
Oh my gosh.
LeBron Prime.
Short but beautiful.
Loved it.
I ship it.
Oh.
Go ahead.
He said,
I ship it a little bit. I ship it a little bit. I want to see more from them.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
I want to see them actually, like, Nick, you got to do a action phase where they're playing basketball. Like, Kiriko basket. Like, come on.
Oh
Kiriko's
my
basketball.
god.
I need to see them in the zone.
Optimus enters the zone, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta look
With
up more basketball terminology first.
With the All-Spark? Come on, the All-Spark zone?
Oh.
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah.
I gotta rewatch that anime.
Oh, man, it's good. They have a movie out. I have to watch it.
Yeah. I gotta watch the book.
We've
We've
been slacking, it's fine.
Anyways, that was a great piece, Nick.
It reminded
Nick,
me
what
of...
inspired this? Sorry, Deja.
I didn't have a piece until today, truth be told. I had a few ideas, but I was sitting at my computer and I looked over at Joe and Oscar and I said, Joe, give me the first noun to pop in your head, and Oscar do the same. And they came up with Transformer and basketball.
Ooh.
Nice.
You did
So, yeah.
good.
That's your team right there, Nick. That's your thinking crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the hearts to my writer's fingertips.
It reminds me of Space Jam.
Yeah.
But just with Transformers.
It's the new Space Jam. Hell yeah. Action sequence coming, X. I'll work on it.
Yes, I need to see it.
Okay. That's our stream, y'all. Let's go around and introduce ourselves.
I am Christian Morgan, and I have been a psycho serial killer.
I am Kai Tam, and I have been slightly shipping Optimus Prime and human LeBron James.
Ew. I am in Deja, and I would like to reprise my role as Bumblebee.
I've been Nick, and I have been the slender gray fox in the red jacket.
I've been Sophie, and I can get bailed out for $5 million, but then get killed anyway.
I'm Xavier, and I have finally chose to fight.
Hey.
And together we are the Intoxicated
Readers.
Check us out down below. There are links to our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram, our Discord. Join the community. We've got merch on its way, and we've got some very exciting things planned for next month because we will be celebrating 1 year of Intoxicated Reader streams. Stay tuned. Spread the word. It's gonna be hella awesome. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
We'll see you No, we won't see you Wednesday. We'll see you next Saturday for our next stream. Good night.
Good night.
Love y'all.
Bye.